Welcome to this brow tutorial. I'm gonna go right into it. Now, a good shape of brow always helps from the beginning. I'm brushing them into place to remove any tangles and see where my hair falls and what shape I have. Now I'm taking my Davis pencil and I'm just measuring out my brow from the front to the arc to the tail. Now your brow is supposed to start from the edge of your nose. Your arc is supposed to be at the edge of your cornea, and your tail is supposed to end at the end of your eye. Now starting from 1/2 inch of my eye to my arc, and I'm gonna stop because the shape changes from there. Now I'm changing the shape and I'm going downwards towards the outer corner of my eye. I'm just outlining my brows first. That's what I always do. I outline it and then fill it in. This is still the outlining stage. Now I'm just measuring again to show you where the brow points are. Now I'm doing the same thing from the top, starting from the same place I started on the bottom. And I'm just shaping that brow from the body to the tail. I start to fill it in after I've given the proper shape. Now from the bridge of the nose to the arc, I call that the body of the brow. And from the arc to the tail, I call that the tail, obviously. Now, when I'm filling in my brows, I fill in any spots that I see that look bold. And I focus mainly on the tail because I like the tail to be bold. So, I always fill in the tail the most. And then I brush with a spoolie to smooth out the hairs and to blend in that pencil. And it's that spoolie I use to blend in the front of the brow, so it's fading. It has a fading effect towards the front of the brow, and then it shows you more bald spots as you brush it. So then you could go back in with your pencil and fill in any bald spots you see. From the arc of your brow to the tail of your brow, it should be exactly half the size of the body of your brow. And then the front of the brow that goes into the nose should have a faded effect so it looks as natural as possible. I also brush up the hairs on the corner because I just feel it looks natural that way. Now you can see the difference. A well-arched brow opens up the face compared to a regular brow. Now I'm going with a concealer 2 shades lighter, and I'm cleaning up my brow the same way I drew it in. Now this point is to make the brow sharper, bolder, clean up any lines, and properly shape the brow, especially the arc area. Now like I said, I do the body first, and then when I get to the arc I stop because it's changing shape. It's going downwards. And I have to make sure that I'm defining that arc properly. Defining the arc makes the brow soft or hard depending on how you shape it. And I'm just blending what's left on my brush with that concealer. I'm blending everything out, and then I'll go back in with my fingers to just clean it up and just make sure it's neat as possible. Now you notice I'm using a tapered angled brush. I find that this is what gives me most of my, the best definition I have. Everyone uses different brushes, but this is what works for me. It's tapered, that means it's thin, so it can give me that good definition. And it's angled to deal with the angle that my brow goes, because as you notice, I didn't draw it straight. I drew it up at a 45-degree angle. Now for the top, I'm taking a concealer that is more my skin tone shade. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did on the bottom. I'm going to clean up the top of my brow. I'm going to clean up from the front to my arc first. Stop, look at it, and then go downwards. Because like I said, from the arc it changes shape and it goes downwards towards the corner of the eye. And now I'm just going to use that brush and blend the concealer going away from the brow to spread that concealer and to make sure there are no lines, so you don't have what is called halo brow, which is what happens when they take a picture that has flash and then you see your brows are clearly outlined and you didn't know that that's how it was. That's because of lack of proper blending. I'm just using my finger to blend out what's left of that concealer, and I'm going to the front to blend out that brow more, so you don't really see where it starts and it starts off looking natural. Now I'm just measuring it again to show you where the brow starts and where it ends, and that's basically how I draw my brow. See how that good brow opens up the eye? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you can always come back here to watch my brow routine if you're having problems with drawing your brows.